Hello guys and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, but first I want to say I dedicate this video to the memory of Diogo Jota. I'm making all of my videos in honor of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, who tragically passed away. And Liverpool just announced yesterday evening that Liverpool, for the first time in the club's history, are retiring a squad number. The number 20 shirt will not be worn by anyone in the men's team, in the women's team, in any of the youth teams and at academy level. So Liverpool are making the number 20 shirt immortal, and Diogo Jota will forever be number 20. He signed in 2020, he helped Liverpool win the number 20, the 20th league title, and he will be forever the number 20 at Liverpool. And I think that is a great gesture, and I was very emotional watching the videos of all the Liverpool players laying flowers down onto the memorial set up for Diogo Jota around Anfield, and I will talk a little bit more about that a little bit later in this video. But Diogo Jota, you will be forever remembered. May you and Andre Silva rest in peace. And remember that last summer Newcastle and Liverpool almost did a trade deal. Newcastle wanted Joe Gomez and another £40 million on top of him to sell Anthony Gordon to Liverpool, and Liverpool were this close to finalizing that deal, but in the end Newcastle could sell Elliott and Jakub Minte to Nottingham Forest and Brighton respectively, so they didn't really need to sell Anthony Gordon for PSR rules. But there is a potential for a similar situation to play out this summer, because Liverpool want to buy Alexander Isak. Newcastle opened talks with Frankfurt for the striker Hugo Ekitike, and Newcastle also hold interest in some of the players that Liverpool have. Newcastle are rumoured to be showing an interest in one-way star Harvey Elliott. The Express newspaper is reporting this. Harvey Elliott was voted for the player of the tournament as England won the Under-21 European Championships, and Harvey Elliott is expected to leave Anfield ahead of the new season to get regular game time, so he can have a chance of potentially making the England squad for the World Cup. And any potential deal involving Isak will likely cost more than what Liverpool would have spent on Anthony Gordon, because Newcastle are valuing Alexander Isak at around £150 million. But if we could get that down to maybe 100 million, with involving Harvey Elliott in the deal and potentially other players as well, plans could be influenced by Newcastle's PSR situation, because Newcastle have been hamstrung by restrictions in the past. They want to avoid that going forward in the future. That could be one of the main reasons why Newcastle are willing to sell Alexander Isak. And the fact that Newcastle are in talks to sign Hugo Ekitike, who is worth £70 million at least, makes way for Liverpool to go for Alexander Isak, because if Newcastle sign Ekitike, then they will already have the ready-made replacement for Alexander Isak in their squad. And make no mistake, Newcastle don't have that kind of money because of PSR regulations to spend £70 million on a backup striker. If they sign Ekitike, he will be their main striker, their main number 9, and that could mean that they are resigned to the fact that Alexander Isak could be sold to one of the big Premier clubs. Maybe during the contract negotiations, already Alexander Isak told Newcastle that listen to the offers that you get for me. Maybe that's what Alexander Isak already told Newcastle, because Arsenal are looking for a striker, Man United are looking for a striker, Liverpool are looking for a striker. And yes, Alexander Isak won his first trophy with Newcastle last season, but it was the League Cup. And also, yes, Newcastle are competing in the Champions League, but do they have a chance of winning the Champions League? No. Do they have a chance to win the Premier League? Not really. So maybe Alexander Isak sees his career at being at a crossroads, being 25 years old. He's at the peak of entering the peak years of his career. And he not only wants to compete in the Premier League and Champions League, he wants to win those competitions. But Ben Jacobs spoke about Liverpool's transfer plans, and he said that Liverpool are still waiting to see whether Alexander Isak is available. But if in the next few days or in the next few weeks Liverpool find out that the door is totally shut on Alexander Isak, then maybe that's what I sense that Liverpool are waiting for, Ben Jacobs said. Maybe then they will go for Hugo Ekitike. They will turn their attention to Ekitike and they will do it discreetly. In the meantime, we will hear a lot of noise about Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal if they don't get Viktor Gyökeres. But I'm not sure things are advanced with any of those clubs. The price tag would have to drop significantly for Ekitike if Man United are to enter the race. That's the thing, that Frankfurt put a price tag of 100 million euros on Ekitike because they made the Champions League. They are under no financial pressure to sell any of their big players, so they might as well ask for a lot of money because if somebody pays anywhere near that, then Frankfurt will be very happy, laughing all the way to the bank, as they say. And even though Newcastle are in talks to extend Alexander Isak's contract, it has been reported by multiple journalists and various newspapers that the contract talks have stalled. They have stagnated. They haven't progressed really. So that doesn't show me that Alexander Isak is desperate to stay at Newcastle. Why would he be? He would definitely want to hear the proposal from Liverpool, Arsenal potentially, or even Man United, because that gives him leverage in the contract talks. He could say to Newcastle, Liverpool are offering me £250,000 per week, so get closer to that. But Newcastle can't afford to give those kind of wages to Alexander Isak. The maximum that they can give is £150,000 per week. And even that could be stretching Newcastle's budget. But Fabrizio Romano interestingly posted recently an update on his YouTube channel. He said that Liverpool are working on the Hugo Ekitike deal as well. Liverpool are discussing internally the possibility of adding Hugo Ekitike to their squad. The idea of Liverpool is to have one more striker, and they are waiting to understand what happens with Darwin Nunez, with conversations ongoing with Napoli. We will talk about that a little bit later. Liverpool can add the new striker, Fabrizio Romano continued. They are waiting to find a solution for Darwin Nunez. So Hugo Ekitike remains a name on the list for Liverpool. Of course, this is not a deal happening today or tomorrow, so we need to be patient. But Ekitike is one of the names on the list for Liverpool, and his future remains open. But from what I am hearing, the Premier League still remains the most likely destination for a striker who did fantastically last season. And I would maintain Liverpool as one of the options because they have always had a strong interest in his signing. Let's see what happens now with the timings, because Nunez's exit will be important to understand how Liverpool move forward with Ekitike and more options up front. So Ekitike could be a potential deal for Liverpool, even if the Alexander Isak transfer doesn't happen, but that's Liverpool's number one priority. So definitely Liverpool won't give up on Alexander Isak. They will try absolutely everything to get him, and we shall wait and see whether it's even possible. I think financially Liverpool can make it work. It's just the thing that Alexander Isak needs to signal to Liverpool that he's willing to move, otherwise Liverpool won't start bidding for Isak. And also Newcastle need to show any willingness to do business with Liverpool when it comes to Alexander Isak. But offering Harvey Elliott in the deal and maybe potentially other Liverpool players like Tyler Morton could sweeten the deal for Newcastle, and it could make Newcastle more likely to sit down to the negotiation table with Liverpool. But there is a spanner in the works of the Darwin Nunez transfer to Napoli, because it looks like Di Marzio, an Italian journalist, has reported that Napoli are moving forward with signing Udinese striker Luca to secure him definitely. Napoli are fine-tuning the transfer fee with bonuses with Udinese. In the meantime, an agreement has been reached with the player for personal terms. The goal is to close the deal at the beginning of next week. So Napoli's goal is to complete the signing of Lorenzo Luca by the beginning of next week, including the medical examinations and signing a contract. So the deal will be around 34 million euros, which is a lot for a striker who played for the mid-table team. It didn't score that many goals, but Napoli has now reduced contact with Liverpool regarding Darwin Nunez, and you could argue that Darwin Nunez hasn't scored a lot of goals either. So I think maybe Napoli thought the asking price of Liverpool was just too high for Darwin Nunez. Then he walked away from the deal. And now the big question comes, will Atletico Madrid or any other European clubs be interested in Darwin Nunez? I think the striker market is not the best, but there are definitely better strikers available than Darwin Nunez. But once those strikers move clubs, maybe that's when the other clubs will see movement for Darwin Nunez. And now I want to give my thoughts on Liverpool retiring the number 20 shirt, which I was delighted with, because I think this is the right decision. It is a number that Diogo Jota wore with pride and distinction, and he led Liverpool to the number 20, the 20th league title, and Liverpool Football Club in its history will be forever remembering Diogo Jota. He will be eternally the number 20 player with the squad number 20, and he will be forever remembered. And Liverpool, I think, has done this impeccably. They consulted first with Ruth, Diogo Jota's late wife, and the family of Diogo Jota. The club can announce the squad number will be retired in the honor and memory of Diogo Jota across all levels, including Liverpool Women and the Liverpool Academy. So the move is to recognize Diogo Jota's immeasurable contribution that he did for Liverpool for the 5 years that he played for Liverpool. And Michael Edwards, the CEO, FSG's CEO of football, he said, as a club we were all acutely aware of the sentiment of the Liverpool supporters, and we felt exactly the same way, because the Liverpool fans wanted Liverpool to retire the number 20 shirt, but Liverpool wanted to do it right, to do it correctly. And they actually posted on their social media at 20 past 20 the announcement that Liverpool are forever retiring the number 20 shirt. Michael Edwards said, it was vitally important to us to involve Diogo's wife, Ruth, and his family in the decision, and to ensure that they were the first to know of our intention. I believe this is the first time in Liverpool Football Club's history that such an honor has been bestowed upon an individual. Therefore, we can say this is a unique tribute to a uniquely wonderful person. By retiring this number 20 shirt, we are making it eternal and therefore never to be forgotten. Diogo joined us in 2020, he won us number 20, and he wore with honor, distinction and affection the number 20 shirt. As far as Liverpool Football Club is concerned, Diogo Jota will forever be our number 20. May he rest in peace alongside his brother Andre Silva. What an absolutely beautiful tribute by Liverpool to Diogo Jota. And Billy Hogan, John Henry, Tom Werner and Mike Gordon, the FSG chief executives, collectively added the fact that in the long and storied history of Liverpool Football Club, this honor has never previously been bestowed, shows the significance of Diogo to Liverpool Football Club. His memory and contribution will be immortalized by his association with the number 20. Our love goes to Ruth, his three beautiful children, and his family as they continue to grieve the loss of Diogo and Andre. Diogo Jota, our lad from Portugal, forever our number 20. What a beautiful message and what a beautiful tribute. And this has been an unprecedentedly difficult time for everyone at Liverpool. But I felt the Liverpool manager, the Liverpool staff, the Liverpool decision makers handled this impeccably. They have shown the utmost respect for Diogo Jota and his family, and they did the right thing, retiring the number 20 shirt. And I'm looking at the pictures of the Liverpool players laying down flowers at the memorial for Diogo Jota, where there are endless flowers, gifts, scarves, Liverpool shirts, even Xbox and PlayStation controllers laid down in memory of Diogo Jota. He will be forever remembered as Liverpool's number 20. So the Liverpool Football Club listened to the fans who all wanted for Liverpool to retire the number 20 shirt. And it was all week Liverpool did it with quiet dignity, letting the players grieve. There was no circus, no PR noise, just pure class at Liverpool from top to bottom. And because Jota meant so much to all of us, even us Liverpool fans who didn't know him personally, it felt like losing a family member. And not just at Liverpool, but all across the football world, a lot of fans everywhere have shown a lot of respect. The tributes, the flowers, the silence, the Diogo Jota song that keeps being sung, you know, and keeps playing in our heads. Oh, his name is Diogo. You can't stop humming it either, probably. During this week, he gave us so many moments that mattered a lot to us and who gave us joy and happiness. And I think Liverpool did the right thing. Basically, Liverpool are telling the world how much Diogo Jota meant to Liverpool Football Club, to the Liverpool fans, and it says everything about the club, the city, and the game of football when it shows its heart like that. So I think that is a really, really good message to be sent around the football world, that when we come together, football can be a special community. And I want to spread positivity and love on my channel as well. That's why I make these videos, and to inform and entertain you guys. So I hope that you appreciate it. Have a nice day. Diogo Jota, forever our number 20. You will never walk alone. Goodbye, guys.